up guys, today I'm back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So in this video I'm going to be basically doing a story time. So I know in the past I've done pack openings, gameplay, but this time I'm going to be doing story time. Hopefully you really enjoy this series. We're going to be doing this for a while, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how I hit a 2-year-old with a football in the head. So basically, I woke up. It was a normal morning. I think it was a Saturday, and I basically got my mum to text. No, I texted one of my friends and asked them if they wanted to go to the park with me later. So they agreed at about 2:30. We were going to go to the park. So I sort of just chilled there from waiting until then, just playing Fortnite, doing my normal stuff. And then when it came about to 2:30, my mum went out with my sister, so I was just chilling at home. And so when they got home, I should probably have been gone because they got home about 2:30. So when they got home, I wasn't gone yet, and then I realised the time. So I realised I needed to actually head up to the park, go to my friend's house to ask them if they were actually going to come, or if they got the date or something. Because I remember telling them, meet me at the park at 2:30, and then I had to go around to their house just to make sure they know. So basically I just went round to their house. I didn't knock on the door or anything because I thought it could be a bit rude, just a bit, nothing too bad. So I just waited for them to come out and stuff, just to make sure they were going to come. So they did, and I was just sort of standing there, and I sort of just surprised them, I guess you could say, because I just sort of, I jumped out and scared them a bit. So we were still just chilling. We didn't really, we were just on our way to the park, and it turns out he invited a few friends and stuff. So we ended up going with a few other friends. And yeah, so we got there and we started playing a bit of football and stuff. After we grabbed some pizza and ate that. So we had a bit of pizza, which was really good. So we ate that for a bit. And then our other friends arrived, so we said hello to them. And we went into the park, the main bit of the park, instead of just the field. And then we started just like doing some little passes and not like in training drills, just chatting and doing that. And then my other friends were like, prank calling Papa John's and stuff. It was just funny to watch, and they started just saying pumpkin to Papa John's and stuff. But we just sort of like were chilling. No one really cared. And then we decided to go. So we were playing some football. We didn't want to hurt anyone inside, so we decided to go outside, which was a bit ironic. We decided to go to the green bit of the park, which is usually where you can where most people play football. So we went there, and then we started we did teams and stuff. Teams were a bit unfair. They were better than us, so we couldn't really do anything about it. So we sort of just stayed there for a bit and played football. And then I toe punched the ball up the field, and it went over the fence and hit a small 2-year-old in the head. They were behind a little barrier bar or something, whatever you want to call it, and it sort of just hit them, and yeah, basically it just hit them, and they started crying. So I ran over, the mum was so angry. She started shouting at me as I ran over, and I was just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was so fluky though, because it literally went under the bar they were sitting by and up and hit the girl in the face. And I was so it was so embarrassing. So I ran over, and she was really annoyed with me and stuff like that. But then what made it even worse is there was this other guy in a green jacket. We're just gonna call him Kevin for now. And you see Kevin, he was so mad. I've never seen someone so angry in my life. Sorry. So he was shouting at us and telling us to get out of the park. We had to go, obviously. I'm not just gonna disobey everything he says, because I knew if we didn't go, it probably wouldn't have ended well. So we just decided to get us out of there as quickly as we could. And it was so terribly nervous. And Like I did not want to get like hurt by him. I didn't really want to move, but I knew I had to. So I just sort of. It was so awkward. Like I never want it to happen again. I just wish like, cause I was so scared. I just sort of stood there for a second whilst the ball went flying and hit the girl in the face. So I goes and I run over, but me and my friends, one of my other friends, the one that my friend invited, he left as like he sprinted out of the park as I hit the girl in the face with the wall, which I can't blame him for doing it because that's probably what I would have done if I wasn't the one who hit him, because he didn't want to get into trouble or anything, but I knew I had to kind of watch. But I was getting like, me and my friends were getting torn up by Kevin. He was just like so mean. He started saying idiot and stuff, like you're not allowed to play football. So we just decided to go, and we chatted about, like I sort of just stood there, and on the way back I didn't say anything. Samuel was trying to like help me a bit because I was so shocked. But well, Samuel's the name of the friend that I invited at first. He just sort of cheered me. He tried to cheer me up a bit, and I'm just standing there with my mouth open, not saying a word. Like, how unlucky am I for that to have happened? So I was so upset. Like, well, not upset, embarrassed when it happened, because like the whole park was just staring at me like, it was just so awkward. It really wasn't fun. It really wasn't fun. So yeah, I just basically gave up at that point and just decided to go home. So he didn't cause any trouble or anything. And like I said, it wasn't the most fun experience of my life. So we basically just, I don't know, we just went home, and it just still shocked me. Like it was like an hour since the thing had happened. I was just sitting in here letting one of my new games update, and it just like, I was just like, wow, how did that even happen? So yeah, basically that's the story of how I hit a 2-year-old in the head with a football. And she also did have a lot of mud in her face. She was crying a bit, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want me to carry on doing these sort of series, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye!